Hey, it's Dan, and welcome to Unified Gaming. So, you're probably thinking, can I use an Arcanist that actually plays like an Arcanist and can kill people? And the answer is yes. I've been working hard behind the scenes, testing different skill combos, sets and so on to find something that works and feels like an Arcanist without having to crutch and proc sets like Master's Dual Wield, Faked Destro and all that stuff. The superstar at the front has the build itself, and I'm going to go through this battleground and commentate live as I'm playing, showing what I'm doing so you can see it for yourself. First up, I always check which people we're going against. We have an Arcanist, Nightblade, and an Arcanist on our team against a Nightblade, Warden, Arcanist, and Nightblade, Arcanist, Nightblade, Nightblade, and Sulk. So a bit of a range, okay? So I move around to the side. I'm just putting on my buffs and my Vigor to get my buffs on. So I can see there's a few people. This guy's really low, so I'm going to go for the stun and then the execute. He's dead. I'm go for the Vigor, then the Rune Blade heal, and then the big shield. Then go for my spammer ball and go and get him. Get rid of that guy's Sulk. I've got a Falcon Scoria coming on me. So I'm going to move around here, go for my Rune heal and then my shield. I've got this green guy on me, so I've gone for the immobilize, and I'm going to go for the beam now. Go for the meteor on this guy here and then just go straight into the beam. That's him dead. So he's low health, so I went for him really quick. This Arcanist over there is pretty squishy. I'm going to charge up my the little tentacle thing, kill him, but you die too fast. Go for the stun, and then go for the immobilize, charge my beam up and go for the beam. There, I'm going to go for the AoE. Gone for my shield. Or I'll see if I can get some Nightblade with the beam. So I'm putting on my heals. So he's gone round there. I'm expecting him to come and attack me in a sec. So I've gone on my healing bar just to sort of let my resources go up and have the heals if I need. He's down there. Go for the LE drain on him. Elemental susceptibility, there it is. Going to go for the charge up the beam. I'm just going for a massive beam on these guys here. Going to go for the meteor on this guy. Go for the stun. Go for that guy there. Go for the stun this one here. Go for my rune heal and then the big shield and Vigor. Gone for the mobilizer. Move to the guy on the left. He's squishy. Go for the stun on that Sulk. Rune blades and AoE dread. He's dead. Go for the Rune Blades up the guy up there, put on my buffs again, and my heals. Go for the stun, and then go for the immobilize, and then go for my beam. Imagine he's gone up here. Gone for my Rune Blades, go for the stun, and go for the AoE Dread. There we go. Put on my Rune Heal, Vigor, and go for my shield. I'm just heavy attacking to get some resources back. Meteor's ready, that's their healer. So I've gone for their healer, I've gone for the stun on him. That's him dead. I'm gone for the Tentacles dreading that guy there. Roll, Vigor, go for this Nightblade, charge up my skills. I've got two of them here, so I'm Rune Heal, Vigor, big shield, Rune again. So we go for that stun on that guy there, Vigor. So I've just pushed up here and I'm going to pop down because we're low on health. Go for the Rune Heal. There, this guy's squishy, he's low health, he is. That's him dead. And then that guy's following me. Going for the meteor and then the stun and then the beam. I'm going to heal that guy, our ally. Go for the stun and go for the beam. Oh, the werewolf got me. Roll, big shield and then Rune Heal and then Vigor again. I've just popped up here to get some resources back. Block, Falcon Scoria on the way. Big heal, Rune Heal, Vigor. So you can see I'm using that Rune Heal. It went into werewolf for me, did. Big shield. They managed to get me. I've had 9 kills so far though. So when I'm saying rune heal, that is the evolving rune meld. This heals you and gives a heal over time, which is really good. And then we have vigor as well. So we stack these two with impervious rune ward, which is a massive shield. So that covers our sort of health bar whilst I heal over time to do the job. I'm just going to go for this guy here. We're going to try and get rid of that werewolf. So I've gone for the heals, and we go for the vigor. So I've got 3 on me, so I'm just going to push around here. So they've got their healer with them. So I'm seeing if they can come up here. So I've got one meteor ready, so I'm charging my thing. Meteor. Gone for the stun, and then the big beam. So that's their healer, so I'm going to jump down here. Gone for my shield and my vigor. Oh, almost got rid of that guy. That's their healer dead. Oh, he managed to get me around the corner. So that's the one thing you will notice with this class, is if there's a healer, which the greens have, it does make it hard to execute people. But we managed to get 9 to 2, which was pretty good. And it shows that the class can play well if you have the right kind of sets. I'm going to quickly jump out of this BG and just kind of summarise the build itself and just my thoughts on the class having used it. There are issues though, just do factor that in. With the build itself, I'm using a 2-piece weapon of choice. So this could be willpower, it could be the Vate Destro, which is the rough elements, it could be Masters if you want to use the sort of Frost Reach, for example, as a spammable instead of Rune Blades. So this is spare as an option of your choice, basically. I then use Balorg, which is really good for just high ult and high burst, because when you get the ult up and you hit somebody, you get massive pen and massive damage. This is really good burst, which the class lacks. We then have Trickery, which is probably the best set for this build in my opinion. It gives you Major Vitality and Major Mending, which is essentially healing buffs. And because you don't have a big burst heal, we need to stack 2 heal over times, that Rune Meld, and also Resolve and Vigor. And so by doing this, we can essentially make these hit a lot harder and it gives us a lot more healing, which is what I'm doing. So I do this, then Vigor, and then into the shield, which allows our shield to hold because it's so big, and then the heals to actually get us up. And Trickery really helps with that because of those bonus healing buffs. The Heroism obviously helps with our ult gen, which we need for the extra kills, and the Protection and the Expedition is nice because it gives us speed and just a bit to be able to get out of the fight. I also have 3 Bloodthirsty. This I think is like essential. You don't really have an execute on this class, and I know some people will say you could use the Siflax Flail, I think it's pronounced, which is the other morph of this. It's not good. I've used it and I don't like it. I find this is better because you get 60% damage if you stack it 3 times and 6% damage for 20 seconds on top of that 5%. So this is a way better debuff. It's easier to use. It doesn't hurt your stamp pool, so you can roll much more. And they don't need to be low health for it to actually do decent damage. If you stack this and you hit them at high health, you still get good damage on this. So this is better, and I find that's just a better combo with this kind of class. Rune Blades is our spammable, just really quick, and Fate Carves is our kind of beam, which I use periodically. You will see some people will charge this up and will use this as a kind of bursty skill, but it's not that. It's kind of, you use it when people are low health, so use that as a passive execute, particularly when you charge it with Meteor. And we have our stun, which is our Rune of Colourless Pull, and this can't be blocked, dodged, so this is amazing. And we have Recuperative Titai's, I think it's pronounced, and this gives us resources. All in all, this really allows you to play as a Arcanist and gives you that kind of real feel of that eerie sort of outer worldly class while still being able to kill people. The one thing I will say with this class though is it's not your 1vx class, it is very far from that. So if you're used to playing Dragon Knight, which is the strongest class currently, it is not as good as that. I can kill DKs, I can go 1-to-1 against them with this, but that's more because of just skill rather than the class being that good. So just do factor that in. But all in all, I think it's a really fun class to play, and it will get changed, I would imagine. But yeah, Let me know what you think of the build and obviously the gameplay and stuff. And as always, a huge thanks to everyone over at Patreon who helps support. But I'm going to catch you in the next video. So thanks for watching, guys. Take care and bye.